Hello everyone and welcome to our Peugeot 9x8 Hypercar race day. So this event is a required PR event. So the PR required is going to go up as we go. So at the moment we're starting obviously with no upgrades on the car. I just want to show you here I've got no instant service or no instant upgrades. If that happens to you, you should have 3 hours. If that ever happens to you in any of these events, quit the game and go back in and you should get your 3 hours or your 24 hours or however long it is. You should get it back. Alright, for this first event we just have to finish 5th and warm up the tyres. I think is all we need. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. I think we only have to finish 5th. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do some bod management because I don't know how difficult this is going to get by the end. By the end for me it wasn't that difficult. I don't know if that's because of bot management or if it's just an easy event. But anyway, we're going to speed through it because it's really simple. You can warm up your tires quick and easy. And around Barcelona there's lots of corners where you can get the car drifting a bit. That speeds up warming up your tires as usual. So yeah. Nothing to see here really. That's why we're speeding it up. At the end I've got tires up to 100% and I'm letting the guys through. I don't want to win. I just want to finish 5th. We only have to finish 5th, so we're doing the bare minimum. That is the bot management. That is it. So I've put up on the screen the requirements to finish this event so that you guys know straight from the beginning how much M dollars you need, how much gold you need. You need all level 3s. And then going through the video, like I said, I've got no upgrades on now, and I'm only going to upgrade as the game needs us to. So as I upgrade, I'll put on screen my costs as well. But right at the beginning is the overall cost for basically finishing this event, all level 3. It's a bit expensive, but yeah. As far as the car goes, we've been getting a few of the LMP3 cars, the MP3s, yeah. And we got the Oreca some time ago as well. This is one of the LMP hypercars. So this is up there with that Ferrari 499, I think it is. Yeah, it's up there with those hypercars. So it's one of the really super quick ones. I'm sure it is super quick once you put all the upgrades on it. But it's not very quick at the moment. But yeah, once we upgrade it, it gets quicker. Again, here I'm just meeting my targets. I'm not trying to complete a lap in under 1 minute 37. That's pretty simple. We did a 35.7 and stopped at the line. I don't want to win by too much. I want to make sure the last stage is it's not massively difficult because the bots are massively quick. So that's basically what we're doing. Here we have to overtake 6 different opponents. Yeah, this one you can extend this race. I think I did this very, very quickly. Yeah, I was overtaking so many cars. I just go, yeah, inside you, around the outside of you, and yeah, I'll just come around, just overtake. Here's another one around the outside of you, and then down the inside of you. Oh, there we go, event done. So you might want to, if you're interested in doing any bot management, you might want to wait until like that last chicane to overtake the 6th car. That will make it easier. What I've done there has made it a bit more difficult, but it's not the end of the world. Right, here we have an endurance race. Again, we don't even have to go very far in this race, so yeah. I'm sure this car's got an exclusive series, so if you fully upgrade it, maybe wait for a sale and put the last round of upgrades on it. Get an exclusive series. This car could be good on one of the tracks that you could do an endless endurance race on. It'll be very cool. But yeah, for now, we again just want to do the minimum. Also, you've got instant upgrades and service for 3 hours. I wanted to finish this event within that 3 hours. I didn't want to be needing upgrades and having to watch ads and needing a service and having to watch ads and doing all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to finish within that 3 hours. So I wasn't going to try and go massively far and use up time. I ended up finishing this event in less than the 3 hours, much less than the 3 hours. So yeah, it ended up not being a problem. But yeah, for two reasons. I wanted to get the event done quickly, and I also wanted to obviously the bot management. I don't want to win by 10 kilometers or something silly like that, because that'll make the game more difficult going forward, make the bots more difficult going forward. I cut the chicane there just to avoid overtaking. That car was going to hold me up, so yeah. And then I had so much time, and I was coming up to enough, so I stopped. I'm going to just look at the cockpit. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty standard looking racing cockpit. Speed things up a bit. I'm just standing still. You can see it's, what's that, 4th place is just in the distance there. So just waiting for time. Yeah, there, 3rd place. Not gonna, had to finish in the top 3. That's what we did. So yeah, easy peasy, that's done, and that is stage 1 complete. So that's pretty good. We're gonna collect some rewards. The rewards for this are pretty good in terms of the gold and stuff. That's pretty cool. And you get your VP and everything. Yeah, so pretty good rewards. We didn't have to spend any money yet, but we will. That'll happen in the next stage, I think. So yeah, let's move on and check out stage 2. Alrighty, so stage 2. We're moving on. It's welcome to the Driver Royale, whatever that is. Good. And now we have to hit speed of 180 miles per hour 4 times. They didn't quite tell us the kilometers per hour. I don't know what 180 is. I was guessing, I know that 200 miles is like around 320 k's. So I was thinking it was about 280 or so. Taking a guess. Bit lazy of the devs there. Lazy devs didn't give us the kilometers per hour. They'll probably correct that and fill it in, but yeah, early on in the event they haven't fixed it yet. So I was coming out of a Rouge and I'm like, oh, I was doing 280 and I've done speed once. I didn't even see, like, where the hell, wait, what am I supposed to be doing? What speed must I go? Because I want to slow down and speed up again in order to hit speed 4 times. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit that speed in 4 different occasions. So I didn't feel like restarting the event or switching over to miles per hour or doing anything like that. Wasn't going to let devs being lazy mess me around, so I just went back the wrong way around. Kept an eye on it, and it's about 290. It clicks up to 2 there. So by then I knew, okay, cool, now I know the speed. I thought I'll give it another go going up the Camel Straight. Probably won't get to 290 coming up the Camel Straight here. That's probably asking a bit too much. Without a tow or anything like that, probably won't hit the 290, but I can do it twice on the back straight. Now that I know it's 290, slow down to about 270, and then I back up to 290. I can do that on the back straight. And I think I did it earlier than the back straight even. I think I did it coming out of this corner here. Yes, there we go, 3 times. Through here, nice and easy. We don't have any other requirements except hitting speed. We don't have to finish in a position. We don't have to do it in a certain time. So you can take the rest of the lap nice and slow, set yourself up for a good long run. And I was checking braking points there, went a bit wide at the bus stop chicane, and yeah, anyway, there we go. So yeah, pretty simple event so far, but it's gonna ask us to upgrade pretty soon, and yeah, it gets a bit expensive. So here we have, we've got 2 minutes now. No, this is not that event. This is no off track for 3 seconds, and yeah, well, don't hit me. Jeez, what was I doing here? Oh, that guy. They were in formation, so Elias it was. He just came up behind me. I'm going to give myself some room here to drive without having to kind of be like put off by the other cars in front or whatever. So I'm just reversing back to the end of the straight just to put some distance between me and the cars so I can have a nice clean lap, so that we can make sure that we have, you don't want to start getting tangled up in other slower cars, either being slowed down or crashing or any of, you just don't want any of that. So that's why I like to buy myself that distance. You can see I've got like 3 kilometers up the road is Elias, so good, he won't be interfering with me, and now we can go. So yeah, then it becomes just really a lap of spot. We've got 3 seconds of off track, and I don't think we're going to use it, because to do this in 2 minutes, so we've got 2 minutes from now the clock starts ticking. Right, to do this this lap in 2 minutes in this car is not really. It's not difficult. Nothing in this event got difficult till the final stage. I think there were 2 races there that were a bit iffy, but otherwise, no, it was pretty simple. Even the time, sort of do events in a certain time, it wasn't bad. It was all of them, you're slowing down at the line, you've got plenty of time to spare, all of that. A little bit of off track there, 0.8 of a second. Try and keep it tidy. So yeah, nicely out of there. I've got to be careful of this corner, because you can go flying off this corner sometimes. So I'm keeping it nice and tidy through there. Then here we are through this little S bend, and then on the power now, and just keep the foot pegged. Yeah, straight through there, full speed ahead. And you can see we've got the 125 on the clock, and we're on the final straight here, and that's super quick. This one here is full speed, 300 k's an hour, and then I'm just braking just after that bridge, and that was way too late. So but I had 0.8 of a second off track before, and I don't have any more, so for some reason that didn't count as off track. So yeah, interesting. And then I slowed down just to make sure that for the second lap, see, I did a 1:59.2. So I just to make sure that for the second lap, I've still got a massive amount of space between me and the guys I'm after. You can see it's 2.7 seconds there. I was just checking each lap must be under 2 minutes. So we're going to skip the second lap, because it's pretty much just a repeat of the first lap. That time I skipped the chicane, and it did nail me. It gave me 1.5 seconds of off track. So I was just testing to see why didn't it. So, but I went off a lot more, and it gave me off track for that. Right, here's another one where we have to finish 5th. Okay, so here we go. We're starting in 10th, and we've got to finish 5th. And again, we've got like 3 seconds of, what do we have? Yeah, 3 seconds of off track again. So 5th place here is not going to be a problem. There's Mr. Lee. We'll just take him up to a rouge here, and then back off, because we don't want to slam into these guys. Are being so slow in a rouge. Look at that. Massively slow. So that's 5th place. Done and dusted. All we have to really do now is keep our friend Mr. Lee, keep him behind us. And yeah, oh gee, he's tagging us from behind. He wants past. No, come on, just stay back there. I'm also trying to slow him down in the corners to sort of try and these three cars in front here make a bit of a getaway, because I don't want to finish higher than fifth either. There, I just got smashed into from behind. That was a nice of you, Mr. Lee. Bye-bye, Mr. Lee. He was annoying me, so he had to go. He got chucked out of the race. I can see there's a bit of a gap forming between us and Smith in front. This dude, he's going as well. Didn't say anything about damage. We're allowed to get damage. So that whole incident with Mr. Lee cost me 1.4 seconds of my off track. Not that I need it. I don't need any off track in reserve here, so it's fine. Petrovic behind us. He's catching us, you can see. I'm feathering the throttle a bit. Now I'm getting a push from him. I'm just trying to stay behind Mr. Smith, who's not making that very easy. He's driving like he's got Miss Daisy in the car as a passenger or something. I don't know why they're going so slow. But that's bot management. You have to put up with it in the early stages, but when you get to stage 5 and the races are really, really easy, and you don't have to spend any extra currency to upgrade your car, then you'll be thankful. So, yeah, there's a trade-off. Okay, now, again, the English here sometimes, but at least this time they've got the kilometers per hour. So this time we needed upgrades. All right, so I'm going to show you what I got. I just put all the level 1 upgrades on, all the $M upgrades. And I'll put the costs of that on the screen, so if you want to follow along with me and do it the same way I did it, you can. If you want to put on all the upgrades from the start, you can do that. It'll make the event really super boring and easy. I prefer to do it like this, because then at least there's a challenge. You know, I put all the level 1 upgrades on. It's much more PR than what you actually need. But I don't feel like stopping after every race and upgrading one thing, so I just did all of them. The same as when the next time I go, I'll do the gold upgrades. I'll do a few gold upgrades and the next $M upgrade as well, because I know we're going to need it. We're probably going to. I can tell you, you need all 3 level 3 upgrades. And that's kind of what I thought this would be. I thought, there might be one level 4 upgrade you need, or one of them you might only need to go to level 2, something like that, but it'll be something around there. So by putting all level 1 upgrades on, you're going to need that, and you're probably going to need all level 2 as well, and then more than likely all of level 3, and that's exactly the way it panned out. So yeah, but you can follow me, and then it'll be at least a little bit of a challenge for you. If you just go straight to everything level 3, or even worse, just fully upgrade the car, you'll sail through these events without being challenged, and probably the only challenge you'll have is not falling asleep while trying to do these races, because you'll be lapping cars, because these guys, you can see, are super slow. Anyway, this event, yes, we have to hit average speed, which we have not done yet, but don't worry. We're almost there. There we go. On the back straight, we'll come up to average speed. And if you're worried, do what I do. Just take this shortcut. It keeps your speed up. It gets you out of that last corner very quickly. You can see there, I'm well over average speed. I can even slow down and show you guys close up of the speed. And yeah, there we go. So I won that race, only needed 3rd, but when you need average speed, you kind of have to sometimes finish in a higher position as well. There's our rewards. Good. That is stage 2 done. Let's move along quickly to stage 3. Right, yes, let's see what these guys want us to do. We are at this gilded wheel, and we're at Daytona, and we have a race complete within 3 minutes. And we have to get our tires up to temperature. We have to get it up to 50% by the end of lap 2. So yeah, okay, that's interesting. Good. Let's go. So there goes our counter. That starts before the start-finish line. So lap 1 can be a bit tricky. We're going to have some traffic. Yeah, we're going to go off track a bit there because we have 0 grip. Well, we have 10% grip, which may as well be 0. There we are on the grass. Yeah. It's tricky. This is another one. This is not like that F1 Volante we were looking at last week where it was just a car that's just full of grip, just massive grip. This car is one of those when you're warming up the tires or they nerfed the grip for an event. Yeah, it's a bit slippy and slidey. So yeah, just wait for the tires to come up to temperature before you get too ahead of yourself on the braking points and that. Brake nice and early, get into the corners, get out of the corners quickly. Remember now, we've got to get these tires up to temperature, 50% by lap 2, and this is the last chicane before the end of the lap. So, and we've got Stuart in front of us there. He is motoring away. So I'm weaving, I'm doing it in because I'm only on 44% here. Come on. You know, this was, was it the Volante? I had an event where I didn't even manage to warm up the tires to 100% during the race. But okay, there we just hit 50. So there, we're okay. We're okay, we didn't fail the event. We still have not much grip, and Stuart is luckily going slow. He looks like he's in one of those Audis, the old Audis. Yeah, he is. That Audi is really, really old. These hypercars they'll destroy those Audis. I wonder if Audi are going to enter Le Mans with a hypercar after all their years of dominance. Yeah, I wonder. What I did there is I just skipped a few corners because I was getting held up and going. I had a really dirty first lap and I was like, I better just save time somewhere. I might need to, you never know. So you can just take a little bit of a shortcut there. Nice and gentle through here. I'm at 76% now, so now the tires start to feel like they have a little bit of grip. We'll be a bit aggressive here to chicane, just don't slide on the exit. Good. And here we go. So to 20 seconds to go. This will be kind of close. let's just see. I always think, that's plenty of time, but look, we're nowhere near the line. There's half the time is gone, but we will manage it. We managed it with 4.6 seconds to go or so. Yeah, okay. So, cool. Another pretty easy one. Here's overtake 10 opponents before you finish lap 3, but don't get overtaken. Okay, so that sounds easier. 3 laps to overtake. No, you don't. It starts you on lap 2 out of 3. So, and when I first saw this, I thought, oh dear, because look how far ahead of us those cars are, and they seem to be nicely spaced out. So I was like, okay, if we've gone from like, let's win an event by like easily 4 seconds quicker to right now we got to start pushing. So I was kind of looking at this going, this could be a challenge. But then when I got here, wow, they've all just lined up. There they all are. Okay, so maybe that won't be as tough as it first looked. They were massively spaced out at the beginning, and now they're just not. And because there's such a queue, I just decided to overtake them all off the track, since we can do that. So if you're battling, you can do that. Just go overtake them off the track. So now I only need 3 more overtakes. So here's 1. Hey, yes, Kutsia. Kutsia, how's it put? Okay, cheers, Kutsia. We're going now. We're gonna go past you. We'll get a bit of a draft, and then our countryman Kutsia there, we will say goodbye to him. Hey, yes, Fontana. Yeah, he had a lovely chicken shop back in the 80s. Right, well, that's that. So that one pretty simple. Again, once you've overtaken the 10th car, the event will end. I was near enough end of the lap, so it's fine. Okay, now here we can go off track for 2 seconds. So I wanted empty track in front of me again, and look at this weird car. I couldn't reverse it properly. I was getting this weird camera angle. So I'm going to speed it up because I finally managed to get this car turned around. I just drove backwards the wrong way around the track. And then, yeah, we went again from here. It just gave me this weird camera angle. I could not see how, like, well, while I was reversing the car. And then I didn't want to damage it because you can't get damage and you can only get 2 seconds of off track. We're not going to need any of that, I don't think. I think this was the one I ran it wide in like one corner. I just keep on running it wide twice. I think it was maybe at Daytona. This is not the course that comes up all the time. There's 2 different courses. I can't remember. One of them is the motorcycle course, which I think is this one, and then there's another one where the track goes off to the left over here instead of right. So, and yeah, there it is. It's just, yeah, there. 0.3 of a second, I just went wide at that one corner. So, yeah, I've just got to be careful of that. It's funny that this course, for me so far in the game, as I'm playing the game, this course doesn't come up as often as the other one, so I'm not quite as good at this track, or the variant of this track. The other track, I've got no problems, but this one, just that little section, I haven't quite got it fully worked out yet, just because the track doesn't come up as often, so I just end up not driving it as often. Kind of like, there's another one that also, Lime Rock. It took me a long time to get used to Lime Rock because it really just didn't come up very often. So there we go. That's easily the fastest lap. They're not gonna beat that. So I'm gonna double time it here for you guys. I don't want you guys to have to sit and watch a 3-hour video. I'm gonna speed it up. There you go. I went wide in the exact same spot again. This time it cost me half a second. So I've got 0.8 of a second off track altogether. And I was taking it pretty easy through that section and being a bit aggressive in the chicanes, and then the rest of the lap is pretty much just flat out. Yeah, and it's we're easily getting the fastest lap time here, so no trouble there whatsoever, no damage, just a tiny bit of off track, just that one corner really. Right, last one for the stage. Yep, 220.5 k's an hour. We needed upgrades again. The PR was exceeding us. So, what upgrades did I put on? Okay, I put on engine to level 3 and exhaust to level 3. That got me enough PR to complete this race. And we're starting behind our mate Kutsia here. All right, let's get past him first. Can you give us a draft? No, we're going to take an attacking, aggressive line here. We got to keep up average speed, and that's not easy when this kind of junk happens to you because these people are just very slow. But that's okay. That's bot slowing. We did that, so no problem. Just be that slow in stage 8, stage 5, where it's supposed to be a bit more difficult, and then we'll appreciate it. But what it did do is it dropped me, you can see, well below average. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Are we going to go 30 kilometers an hour below? Yes, 30 below. That's a lot of average speed to make up. But now it's flat out, and now you can be aggressive. Be aggressive here. I see I'm just a little bit on the brake. I had to correct it. I had to get back onto the brake to correct it. Mid-corner in the chicane. Not really optimal. But here we go. This happens so often at Daytona. It doesn't look like you're going to make it on your average speed. So I'm weaving. I'm trying anything. And then just before the line, I've had it be even closer. I've had it much closer to the line than that. But it always happens like that at Daytona. So don't give up when you're at Daytona and you think, oh no, I'm not going to make the average speed. You probably will. Right, guys, that is stage 3. That is stage 3 complete. And I'm going to stop this video there and render it. And that's going to take a bit of time. And then I'll be back with stage 4 and 5. So stay tuned for that one. And yeah, until then, have a good time all the time, guys. Cheers.